I'm going to hit random card and tell you a story about it. And today we have Ajani Inspiring Leader. All right, so this is an Ajani Planeswalker you've probably never seen. This was the face card of the Planeswalker deck in Core Set 2020. What's the story there? Well, for a while we made these things called Planeswalker decks or Planeswalker packs. These had a brand new Planeswalker at the front as well as a few new cards. The idea was basically we know that Planeswalkers were super mega popular and new players coming in wanted a Planeswalker of their own. They were the most popular card type to try and open, so let's make sure that even new players could get the chance to play them. So we made these bespoke for basically every set. We did one for each color in Core Set 2020. Now, one of the design things we did is work, okay, well, you have one Planeswalker in your deck. How do you make sure you actually see it more often so you feel like you can get the experience of playing your Planeswalker? Well, we made these rares, there's one in every deck, that does something minor and tutors for the Planeswalker so you can find it more often. Now, these are really tricky to make because we wanted them to be exciting for new players, be good in your first game of Magic, make sure that, the games could end, which is why you often see some kind of big, splashy combat overrun style thing. But we wanted to make sure none of these cards, because they were standard legal, would be strong enough to actually show up in standard or competitive play, right? It's not great if these face card Planeswalkers are showing up in tournament play. So there's always a very careful balance to run, and it ended up making for a bunch of pretty weak and unexciting cards, right? These Planeswalkers were often not very strong, and though people might have been excited to get them, they quickly learned they weren't very powerful. These decks were retired eventually after a while because they just, they were excited when they first came out, but they just weren't working super well. And now I'm really excited about what we're doing in Magic Foundations. I think the beginning experience there is much stronger and doesn't rely on Planeswalkers. But these existed for a long time, these kinds of Planeswalkers that were kind of weak and you could tutor for, and even had characters like Ajani.